All right, now we're switching topics to AR for work, one of the areas where AR is currently thriving with lots of investments and lots of great projects with Fortune 1000 companies. I want to introduce the president of Scope AR. Give it up for David Nedohin.
Good morning. It's a great crowd here. Thanks for attending. My name's David Nedohin, one of the co-founders of Scope AR. For those of you who aren't familiar with us, we focus on developing augmented reality solutions and products for industrial customers. Primarily, we focus on enabling those customers to be able to put their knowledge where they need it, when they need it. Over the last 6 years, we've been able to work on a number of projects with great customers in all sorts of industries. Really being able to identify, I think, where the bottlenecks in this industry are and how you can solve those, moving into larger projects with these industrial customers. And I think for the most part, a lot of us here today and a lot of the companies have gone through proof of concepts to really showcase where augmented reality can create value. But I think the bottleneck that we identified is about scalability and being able to move it from a proof of concept to something that you can scale as a company and as an organization and also be cost effective. So I think we've solved that problem with a couple of our products. Last year at AWE, we were really excited to announce what was and still is the first of its kind from telepresence called Remote AR. And Remote AR's refresher is the ability to have a technician share a video feed from his hardware device, so a smartphone or tablet or glasses, to an expert anywhere in the world, and the expert can annotate and draw and talk and guide the technician through a series of steps in real time. Over the last year, we've taken feedback and we've added a whole bunch of really great features to it. Features like low bandwidth mode, so when you're in areas where there's low connectivity, how do you still make that connection? The ability for an expert to be on a desktop, so to be able to support that technician right from their desk. We've improved audio capabilities and supporting multiple devices. We've even supported markerless tracking now with depth sensing technologies like Google Tango. So a lot of improvements in Remote AR, but this year, we're really excited to announce our newest product called WorkLink. And WorkLink is an authoring platform, allows you to really easily and rapidly create step-by-step instructions, but it's also a lot more than just that. WorkLink is really the ability for our customers to manage the entire life cycle of taking expert knowledge, creating instructions, and distributing those instructions to any device to field workers, and allowing field workers to complete those tasks correctly, but also provide feedback back to the management and administrators in terms of how effective that process was. So when we look at WorkLink, smart instructions are really what you see a lot of us doing here today, and what we've been doing for the last 6 years is creating those instructions that a user can pull up on his tablet or smartphone or glasses like Epsons or ODGs or HoloLens, showing them very intuitively exactly how to complete a process. So rich, animated instructions, a great user interface giving simple instructions. But those instructions being authored through easy authoring, and that's really where WorkLink is very powerful. With WorkLink, you can actually create instructions without any coding, any programming. Really, it's designed for the subject matter expert to take the knowledge that he has or she has and create step-by-step instructions in a matter of hours instead of weeks or months that it typically would take, and be able to publish that content immediately to any operating system. So iOS, Android, Windows, which is coming right away on any device. So I mentioned glasses, but also supporting the devices that people have today. So including your smartphones and tablets. So every device that you're holding right now. And then the part of WorkLink that I think is new and is probably sets it apart is really what we heard from our customers, that it's great to be able to take that expert knowledge and share it with the end user and have them perform steps correctly, but you need to be able to measure that. So WorkLink's CMS really builds in the accountability and the verification steps. So we have 2 levels of that an administrator can manage. So going into the CMS and through the passive verification, he can check on exactly how many steps were completed, how long it took to complete each step, how long it took to complete the entire process, and was it completed? The second part of it is the active verification, so allowing the user who has those instructions to annotate or create checklists or add information, or when prompted, add photos. And that really completes the entire life cycle of that expert knowledge, going from the expert who's creating those instructions, deploying through devices to the end user, and really circling back in terms of verification that it was done correctly. These products of WorkLink and Remote AR, we're not talking about something that's 6 months or 12 months or even 2 months down the road. They're here today. They're available for you to download through Google Play or the App Store or onto your devices right now, create accounts, and really ensure that your organization can put your knowledge where you need it right now on devices that you have. I'm David Nedohin, we're Scope AR. Come see us for a live demonstration. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David.